So this issue comes up all the time, over and over again. If you're going through a divorce and property has to be split or separated, or one person is taking on the property, yes, you do want to take your name off the deed. Yes, you do, as a way to keep things separated. But if both of your names are on the mortgage, be very careful about removing your name off the deed prematurely. You want to be sure that you work with your attorney and make sure that the divorce decree states specifically what should be done. Because when your only option becomes an enforcement action, which is after the deed, trying to enforce what was in the decree, the language of what you put in there is going to be very important as to what your options are afterwards. As a real estate attorney, I get contacted after the fact because now we have situations where one party is not paying the bills and sometimes maybe doing that intentionally just to piss the other party off. And sometimes they may not be able to do that and pay for it. The other party is no longer in the deed and does not necessarily have any rights from a real estate position to either try to sue for partition, where the courts can force a sale. Your name is not on the deed. You don't have any ownership of the property. Yes, your name is on the mortgage, so you have a financial responsibility on that. But that's what should have been handled in the divorce process, that the mortgage refinance or payout or something should have been part of that. Or if there is no payout and you're just letting the person proceed with the property, that there's a refinancing of some sort where your name is removed from the financial responsibility. Having your name on the finances still exposes you to liability, which means your credit could be affected, which means you will still be called when the property now has to be foreclosed on, if that comes up. But you don't have any ownership rights because your name is not on the deed. So the timing of this transfer, the timing of this exchange, and the financial responsibility have to be managed together. You don't want to take your name off prematurely. Now, if you don't have a financial obligation, then by all means go ahead and take your name off as soon as possible. But these are things that you want to make sure that you discuss with your family lawyer, because not doing so will mean that you end up calling a real estate lawyer to figure out what your options are. Let me know if you have any questions. Well, you can leave in the comments if you have any questions.